Everyone, this is Naxel with turn number 9 of Operation Spark. We rolled our tech once again in front of the Italians. We hit ASW, but missed long-range aircraft. Now we have our purchases. Great Britain is going to buy a colonial and a militia. FEC is going to buy a AAA, a militia, and 2 Gurkhas. And then we have some excitement. Not as much as last turn, but still some combat. So we're bringing down torpedo boat destroyer, coastal defense ship, another coastal defense ship, a destroyer, a TBD, and finally the piece de resistance, a seaplane. Then we have a very important move set here, which is we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bomb this dockyard. There will be no scramble. Yeah.
Because you just need the 2 things there.
Tell you what, then here's what.
It just depends what you want to.
Here's what.
I like just TBD
Yeah.
2 TBDs probably fine.
Here's what I'll do then. Let me find this. There we go. I don't want those coastal defense ships sitting in port being useless, so they can go on escort duty in a 20.
I think they just get killed because you can't defend them.
Then they can go on escort duty in A21, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something to do with them. I guess they just go back in port and be sad.
If you were to, yeah.
Let's put them on escort duty in A21. See what happens. Maybe I shouldn't.
I don't think you should.
Fine. We'll listen to the Americans.
If anything, you could put one on A30, escort duty on A35, and then next turn get them down here. That's like a good place to toss them.
Yeah. We'll listen to the Americans and we won't do anything with the coastal defender ships. Then in terms of the combat, we will bring this infantry, these 2 artillery and 2 colonials into Cape Town. And that will be all of our combat moves. So we will start with the less important roll. But still a good roll if we can get it. So we've got the destroyer in pink and the seaplane in blue at 4 and 5 respectively. And both miss.
I got the destroyer in teal. Sorry, the bigger one, that's what I meant to say. But they're missing anyways.
Yeah. So no hits on that. The German advanced sub was announced as being in teal, just in case it was not audible. Now we have the big fight in Cape Town. So we will start with the damage and the AAA. Which we do 5 damage and we don't die. And we land in Southwest Africa. No, actually. Do we have to land in Southwest Africa, right? Yes, we do.
No, we can South Africa, but we can decide later on how that.
Decide later.
Actually.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, then we will roll. First of all, we will roll our 2 first strike artillery on a 3, which we hit 1 of. Then we have 2 boosted infantry at 3s and 1 non-boosted infantry at a 2. All of which miss.
So 5, 5, 4, and 3.
2 fighters plus. These were the planes. This was the. Which plane was that? Yep. These were the tacticals. That was the fighter, and that was the infantry. Yep, 1 hit, which we will take on the. You know what? The regular infantry. I know, we're letting the colonials live. That'll be the unboosted infantry. Just have to wait for my ping to reduce. There we go. We'll roll again. 4 at 3. All miss again. We'll take the hit on a colonial. They clearly have not been earning their keep.
I would go 1 more. At least try to kill that infantry.
Yeah. Same again. There we go. There's a hit. So take an artillery.
I'd keep the artillery.
We have heard from our correspondents that we should take the infantry and keep the artillery. So that's what we'll do instead. Oh. Someone else can grab it because lag spike.
So it's. Well, you could retreat now if you wanted to.
I could, or I could keep going for a shot at planes.
That is a tasty proposition, so.
What, a 5, a 5, it's a 5, a 5, and a 4?
Well, however, yeah. Well, just depends if you want to gamble or not.
I'm just thinking about what moving back to South Africa actually achieves for me.
No, if I retreat to Southwest Africa, it's.
Yeah.
That's where I can't kill you.
I think we're just going to take the shot. We'll do some gambling. 2 at 3. Down to 1. 1 at 3. Nope. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Not sure where we want to land.
Can I land there?
Yeah, that's the problem. Can't build a colonial in Southwest.
I'd still land there.
Okay.
Have to figure that out right now, though.
I mean,
Yeah, finish the recording, then you can always choose to.
yeah. So we'll think on that one. We will move on to our non-combat moves. We will take this air transport and fly it back to Gibraltar the same way it came. Take one of these seaplanes and move it over to Malta. We will take this Turkish infantry and move it into Istanbul. We will take this colonial and this infantry and move them up into Punjab.
You want to put them in Southern Iran?
We will put them in southern Iran. That would be a better decision. We'll bring this coastal sub up to P32. And we'll bring this regular submarine, kindly donated by the Dutch, also up to P32. Then that will be it. So we will move on to placement of units. Oh, sorry, that will not be it. Do I move a militia up to Northern England?
Wait, what? I would actually rail it to London. Name of the militia.
Rail to London?
Yeah.
No. I think I need.
You probably want in London. You want to lose London, that's for sure.
Put stuff in London, basically, is what I hear you saying.
I think that's fine there. Just need like a handful of stuff there.
Yeah. There we go. Now we will move on to unit placement.
Just probably still put that guy, take that guy out of Scotland. But we can play around with this after you finish recording.
Bring him down. Place units. If I can grab them all.
Or you still have to finish moving your navy.
Oh, I did have more moves that I forgot about because I'm very clever. So, no, and in fact, there was a whole combat move that I forgot about. So the Navy moves to M2. This mountain infantry goes into try to take Sardinia. With a bombard from the battleship at a 4, which we'll use the Vichy recruitment die for if it hits just to add insult to injury, which it doesn't.
This
So what we'll do is we will simply roll these hits in sequence. Yep.
I got a 5 series right here.
So these are the first 5 rounds of the Sardinia fight. And we're looking for a 2. We're in round 3. So it just depends on if the Italians get a hit before then, which they do not. So we take Sardinia. That's why. It's the pink dice. That's what did it. And that's the end of the British movement, actually.
Oh, FEC has a rail. I could, for example, rail an infantry into Southern Iran, or a Gurkha into Southern Iran, or a AAA into Southern Iran.
FEC rails one of their AAA into southern Iran. It's very useful having the Americans in my ear. I would highly recommend it to all those who don't. The militia goes down in South Africa. Then when my mouse finally begins working again, that would be lovely. AAA goes in Calcutta, militia goes in Calcutta, and the 2 Gurkhas go in Punjab. Where'd the second Gurkha go? There it is.
You have my recruitment for Turkey.
Roll recruitment for the Turks. Just miss.
See if you walked into Caradans, we could.
I didn't even think of that. That's the thing I could have done. Walking into Caradans, that is. Now we move on to the collecting of money. So the British have 23, Anzac have 7, and FEC have 14. FEC have 14 and spent 14. Great Britain has 23 and spent 21, which is the amount of money they had at the start of the turn. Anzac had 6 and spent 0, bringing them to 13. And with that, we will move on to the French turn. We are finished with the French turn, and we will pass the turn off to the Italians. Oh. The submarine's going to move back to M6. And then we're done with the French turn for actual real this time.
You could also run this transport past it.
Alright, we're going to...
In fact, you could do it with the submarine rather than yourself. Yeah, I'll take a shot. You each get a shot if you do that.
I think I want to hold off a turn on doing that. I want to try to block Italian. I think blocking Italian supply is more important right now. Okay. We're also going to run this transport across.
Just bring the sub if you want.
I want the sub for interdiction. So, are you gonna? Yeah, I assume you're taking a shot at the transport. Yep. Nope. That transport's very good at sneaking past submarines. Yeah. Then we'll just find another port to hide in after we're done with that. Okay. The end of that hectic turn, we will pass off to the Italians. Thanks and bye.